A day after a white supremacist killed 6 worshippers at a suburban Milwaukee Sikh temple, members of that community remain in shock.
So my father is the quintessential American dream.
Before dozens of his fellow Sikhs, AMARDEEP KALEKA recounted the life of his father, Satwan KALEKA, the president of the Oak Creek Sikh temple.
Came over with $100 in his pocket, fled from his country because the Indian government had put pressures on the Sikhs in that northern region. They declared martial law in our region. We left. We came here. At that time, from $100, he worked his behind off, 18 hours a day, in some of the worst neighborhoods you've ever seen.
Police say 40-year-old Wade Michael Page unleashed a hail of gunfire, taking aim at anyone, including KALEKA's father. KALEKA told us police informed him his father tried to rush the gunman and protect others.
Pick up the phone call, and it's the priest. The priest picks up the phone that my dad has dropped in that room where he's bleeding, laying, bleeding out, and the priest calls and pretty much says to me, he goes, "Your dad is right here."
Page killed 5 more and critically wounded Oak Creek Police Lieutenant Michael Murphy before fellow officers shot and killed Page.
The officer was shot 8 to 9 times at this incident at very close range.
Details about the gunman are emerging. Authorities say he served in the Army for 6 years until he was discharged in 1998. Before Page strode into a Sikh temple armed with a 9mm handgun, he played in white supremacist heavy metal bands.
We know that he has traversed one of the most violent parts of the white supremacist scene, namely the racist skinhead music scene. He had his own band called End Apathy. He played in other extremist bands that are like that.
Researchers at the Southern Poverty Law Center connected Page to hate groups. The FBI has taken notice.
We are looking at ties to white supremacist groups, of course.
Page lived about 5 miles away. His neighbors described a quiet man who did not socialize much.
Very standoffish. He didn't communicate well. I didn't even know he was a vet. So I wear the Navy hat because it starts conversations. And I'd say hi every time I get a chance. And sometimes I get a shrug or sometimes I get a hi. And that's about it.
Very little is known about Page's motives, but what is real is the pain felt by an American religious minority. John Moan, Associated Press, Oak Creek, Wisconsin.